Hello everyone. So today I'm going to discuss an interesting topic about research made easy or how to do research. When I begin my doctoral studies, I had no idea what is research and I faced a lot of problem. So this is for beginners who don't know what is research, but they are supposed to go for PhDs. And this video is a quick review of how to do a research. The learning outcome of this video is that the beginner will be able to understand what is research and how to do the research. So please keep in mind this video is only for beginners and who don't know what is research. This is a quick survey of which is I have selected from graphjam.com. The motivation for doing PhD. You can see that the majority part is for getting to call yourself a doctor, right? And then there are other reasons also: unable to find job, love studying, and keen interest. I wish that you are in a blue and green zone, and that's why you are doing your research. A funny picture representing the state of the student when he enrolls for a PhD, right? So the actual work is to be done by student, and please keep in mind university is going to take the fees, supervisor is going to guide you, but the load will be on you, the student. So what is research? It is the systematic investigation into the study of materials and sources in order to establish facts and reach new conclusions. Right? So we are actually studying what is existing knowledge, and then we are trying to find new conclusion. Right? If you look at it in a simple way, it is re plus search is research. So why research? Research is done to learn more. Research is done to investigate an idea. Research is done, so it is to learn more, to investigate an idea, to look into an issue. It can be to solve a problem. It can be to get a promotion. That can also be the case. It can to get an increment, to get recognition, right? So these are also the bottom three objectives are also governing the research when you are a teaching faculty. So why you want to go for research? In absolute sense, basic research basically leads to applied research. The knowledge of basic research helps in applied research. Applied research helps in application development, which helps in improving the quality of life. Once quality of life improves, and then you have a funding for it, which results into utility of applications, advancement of technology, and amount of new knowledge, right? And curiosity is also a catalyst in this graph, in this circle. These are the steps of research. You choose a topic, you begin research, you gather resources, then you synthesize what you have learned, and then you refocus topic and begin writing. This is more detailed understanding about how to go for a research, right? So you start from first step. It's a circle. Please keep in mind a circle has no starting point. Still, when you are drawing, you are starting from a point. So let's say you are either defining a problem or reading about it. That is called literature review. When you read about it, you will form the hypothesis. That is, so you formulate hypothesis. That means the possible solution. You apply your idea, research design, data collection, data analysis, and then you check whether is it working. If yes, you tell others, that is, you write theses, you publish papers. If no, then you redefine the problem, you read once again, and then you once again modify or formulate new hypothesis, again test it, and then the same cycle continues. Now, starting is a problem. When you are a beginner, when you are supposed to start, you register yourself at some university, then you don't know what to do, right? So I'm going to discuss the steps, which are in my opinion. Select an area of research. Right? Yeah, it should be an area and name. Right? So that's a spelling mistake. You have to select area you like. You have to select area you enjoy. Area you understand. That is very important. An area you can visualize, imagine. Step 2. Once you're selected in area, you have to learn the ABCD or rather A to Z of it. You have to have a clear basics of that particular area. Fundamentals are very important. Refer good reference books. Make notes and read good quality videos. Discuss with friends. Try to make small project models. Right? So it is not that once you are a research scholar, you just have to refer to some good quality journal papers. No, fundamentals are more important, and based on that only, you will be able to think new. Step 3 is read, read, and read. You have to read available literature. You have to read state of the art, what is latest happening. So read current trends in your area. You also read the challenges, read about future aspects, scope of that particular area. Make a chart of what you understand. The next step is review papers of the broad area. Read review papers, invited papers on the area of interest. Try to write a short summary in one page. Read your summary. Then which line paragraph attracts your attention? Select the subtopic specialization mentioned in that line or paragraph. Now read review paper on the selected subtopic or specialization and repeat the same procedure, right? So this is how you will be able to narrow down and select an appropriate research area. Repeat until you have an unsolved problem at the end. Now, once you have an unsolved problem at your end, step 5 is literature review. Collect as many research papers as possible, right? But don't read all. Scan through titles only. Then scan through abstracts of the relevant papers. Then read introduction, first page of selected papers shortlisted after reviewing the abstracts. Read conclusion of the selected paper shortlisted after reviewing the abstract. Read only those papers in detail which are found relevant after reading first page introduction. So if you are reading, you are collecting 100 papers, maybe not more than 10 paper will be worth reading in detail. So keep in mind, don't waste your energy, don't waste your time in reading all the papers. Collect as many as possible, but scan through in this particular fashion. Then once you have this, you write a review paper of your own based on the papers you read. Now, once you are through with the literature review and review paper, you can now have a final problem formation. Most important and most difficult part of research is problem formation. Use your literature review to derive problem statement. Keep it clear, open-ended, and specific. Right? I hope it's very clear, the statement itself. Keep it clear, open-ended, and specific. See that not many are doing work in this area. Difficult to find out, but try. Check for available resources. If resources are not available at all, don't go for research in that area. Check for available guidance. That also is required. And select a topic of relevant. Very obsolete topic also should not be selected. Start writing about what you know about this problem. Writing leads to reading. Reading leads to thinking. Thinking leads to new ideas. So start writing. People think that you have to write at the end. No, I suggest you start writing from the beginning. Writing is a good practice. Can't wait for new ideas before you start writing. Start writing, ideas will automatically come before you finish. Step 7 is modeling and simulation. So whatever is your problem, you have to model your system mathematically. Then you have to simulate using MATLAB or whatever is relevant software, NCS Pro E, etc. Then you have to analyze the results, validate it by comparing with the available standards, whether your simulation is correct or not. Present your findings through conference or journal paper. So very first part is you model your system on which you are working, and then you simulate and you present the readings. Then in this simulation, you will find certain problems. So you form a hypothesis how you are going to solve. Hypothesis is possible solution suggested by you for the selected problem. It should be unique and non-existent. It should be logical. Important to explain how you formed your hypothesis, right? What is the logic behind this? It should be conclusive and it should be deterministic. There should be means to validate it. The next step is try your hypothesis, test it. So experiment with your hypothesis, compare with the old results, right? The old method. And if the results are not good, go to step 5, read more, modify your hypothesis and propose new one. Repeat steps 6 to 9. If your results are improved and come better compared to the previous ones, old method, then you have to report it, validate your finding by publishing it in good journals, and then go to the next step. What is next step? Publish your findings. It is the process of reporting your finding to research community. You are letting them know this is what I have found. You have to check for plagiarism first before publishing. That is, you are checking whether this content is not copied from somewhere else. Then you report in the form of good journal papers, report in the form of thesis to university after that. And what after that? Yeah, PhD. So that's all. Now, what is PhD? Consider this circle that contains all human knowledge. So this is what you have once you finish your elementary school. This much you have after your high school. This much after your bachelor's degree, because now you have a specialization. This is after your master's degree. In one direction, your knowledge is increasing because you selected a specialization. And this is after reading all the literature review and all this in a research area, you reach the boundary. Now, I'm zooming this particular area. This is called boundary of knowledge. You can see this is what you have come to once you've read all the latest papers, that this much is already available knowledge. And now you are supposed to push this boundary. When you are able to push this boundary, a new knowledge is created. And that's your PhD, right? So look at the big picture. This is now it looks different. For you, it is this much thick. Look at this. But for you, it is this much thick. That's what your contribution. But the bigger picture is this, right? So in the whole knowledge base, your PhD is this much only. So don't expect too much. Don't expect for a huge breakthrough. But this is sufficient for getting your PhD. What is next? Continue contributing as a guide supervisor by enrolling good, bright students. Continue research, write good research papers, take good research projects, and serve to your university, college, state, and nation by providing basic research, applied research, developing new products, and whatnot. A very funny comparison, just to end on a funny note, that marriage and PhD both approximately take 7 years. Starts with a proposal and usually entered by young people in marriage, and 50% end in bitter divorce. This data is not true for India, but maybe overall it is true. It is from www.phdcomics.com. And yeah, a successful marriage, until death do you part. And a PhD, you are not able to part with your guide if you're lazy, right? So that should not happen with you. Research tools, textbooks, reference books, journal papers, conference proceedings. You should refer to mathematics, numerical methods, linear, non-linear systems, discrete systems, and whatnot. Equation solver softwares, MATLAB Pro, AutoCAD, word processing softwares, MS Words, LaTeX, and presentation tools, right? So these are the tools about which you should be conversant in using these research tools, right? So that's all from my side. You can get connected to me through email, LinkedIn. I have a web page also, and I have a YouTube channel also. So I hope you liked this presentation. It was for beginners, and I hope it will help you channelize your thoughts. Right. So thanks for watching this video. Enjoy your research journey. All the best.